Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Judy McMillan, President of the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association, and I am a proud graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, and I am very delighted to be the Master of Ceremonies at the Alumni Association's 2012 Honoring Our Alumni reception. We're here tonight for one reason, to celebrate. Let's celebrate the common bond as alumni and supporters of the University of Saskatchewan, and let's celebrate the great future our university has. And most importantly, we're here to celebrate 12 accomplished individuals who have proven to be great ambassadors of the University of Saskatchewan and our Alumni Achievement Award recipients. And as an added bonus this year, we get to officially welcome 3 individuals into our alumni family as honorary alumni. I would also like to welcome some special guests that we have here with us today. Honorable Lynn Yelich, Member of Parliament for Blackstrap. Lynn is Minister of State and Western Economic Diversification. We also have Eileen Bush Vizniak, President of the University of Saskatchewan, and Vera Pezer, Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan. We also have many U of S donors here this evening, and I want to acknowledge and thank you for your continued support of the U of S, our programs, and our students. Tonight's reception would not be possible without our sponsors. A huge thank you goes to TD Insurance Meloche Monex, Industrial Alliance Insurance and Financial Services, and BMO Bank of Montreal. Not only are these companies sponsors of tonight's event, but they are partners with the University of Saskatchewan, offering group products and services to U of S alumni, and some of the proceeds from these products and services come back to the U of S to fund scholarships and alumni programming. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the 9th President of the University of Saskatchewan.
It's really very much a pleasure to be here this evening. I've had an opportunity to meet many of you, many alumni individually, but really this is the first time I get to have an audience with so many of our alumni all at once. I'm enjoying the opportunity to meet all of you and to witness the pride and enthusiasm you share for your alma mater. It's my pleasure to offer greetings and congratulations, both personally and on behalf of the University of Saskatchewan. Our alumni go on to achieve great things in all corners of our province, country, and world. And to have the opportunity to recognize and celebrate some of those outstanding accomplishments at an event like this is just wonderful. It gives me the chance to tell you how proud we are of you and to thank you for being such amazing ambassadors of our university. Tonight we celebrate 12 individuals that through their accomplishments increased the value and currency of a U of S degree and have improved the quality of education received at our institution. Congratulations again to our recipients. Thank you all for sharing this special evening with our honored recipients, and thank you for making the U of S what it is today. Thank you.
We have a full program this evening, so let's meet this year's award recipients. Digvir Giles.
Thank you very much, Ms. McMillan. It's an honor to receive recognition from your alma mater. And the way I look at it is almost like your parents have recognized you for your accomplishments. Getting a recognition from your parents is always very difficult. From mother, easy, but from parents, very difficult. I want to start by thanking my wife, Manju Jayas. She was with me when I was a student at the University of Saskatchewan, and the number of hours she helped me when I was conducting my research, and her support she provided me what made me complete my program at the University of Saskatchewan. And she is still with me and has continued to support me for the last 30 years. I'm also very pleased 2 of my mentors are in the group. Dr. Jerry Jorb, he was a department head at that time and supportive of me in completing the PhD, and Dr. Ernie Barber, who is also in the group today here, was on my advisory committee. So I thank them, and I'm very pleased to see them, both of them here. I want to thank the certainly University of Saskatchewan as an institution giving me the foundation to build my career. What I learned here is what I have built my career on, so I'm very thankful to University of Saskatchewan and University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association for selecting me for this honor. Above all, I want to thank my graduate students. I am very privileged to be able to attract very high-quality graduate students and postdoctoral fellows, and I strongly believe that I'm very thankful that they chose to work with me, because every one of them could have gone anywhere in the world, but they chose to come and work with me, so I'm very privileged to supervise them and very thankful for their contribution to my career. The 700 publications was mentioned. I can take some credit, but it belongs to them, and I'm very thankful to them. And in the end, I want to thank the University of Manitoba for giving me the platform to build my career and giving me the opportunity in terms of the facilities, in terms of the freedom to do the kind of work I do. So I'm thankful to my current employer. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate Austin Bates.
From the moment I stepped on the University of Saskatchewan campus in 1968, I felt at home. The University of Saskatchewan was an incredibly inspiring organization to me. Great people, great teachers, people like Ted Bowen, John Warnock, John Courtney, Vera Pezer, who I haven't had a chance to say hello to yet tonight, who completely and forever changed my view of the world. Great people and great friends who turned out to be lifelong friends, and people who had the patience to employ me, people like Harry Pollard and Bob McDonald, Roussel and Gord Jurdis. Great people and great leaders, Dr. R.W. Begg, who I have to say I was a special assistant to him for a year, and after he got to know me, he used to go out of his way to tell people that we weren't related. Working for him was a great joy. Working for Leo Christensen, Alan Reed, Gary Vann, who were key people in the administration of the University of Saskatchewan. Working with Brian Billicrelli, who still is with the University of Saskatchewan, who I hired in 1975 or 76, I think. Mel McCorriston, the first true politician I ever met, who was the president of the U of S Students' Union. And my career was structured because of what I learned while at university. My employment with the university set me up for the future, my future career with the province of Saskatchewan and the province of British Columbia, and with Innovation Place. But the U of S inspired, trained, and taught me, and for that I am eternally grateful. I have to say thanks you very much to my spouse, who just returned from Washington, D.C., where she got recognition from the International Alliance of Women for her role in mentoring women in business. As all spouses are, she is remarkably and consistently patient and supportive, no matter how many times she beats me golfing. And lastly, thank you to Susan Burton, who organized this nomination, so blame her if you need to, for her kindness in doing so, and the Alumni Association in giving me this recognition. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Our next recipient, Sasha Bernanke. Sasha, of course, was not able to be with us, but she sends her words. She says, I would like to thank the University of Saskatchewan for this honor, and I am sorry I could not be present. I would like to sincerely thank my family, friends, and my wonderful mentors. These include Dr. Hani Al-Gabal-Lawi and many other great rheumatologists where I trained in Winnipeg, as well as Dr. Ann Clark at McGill, Dr. Paul Forte at Laval, and other members of the Canadian Network of Improved Outcomes in Systemic Lupus. I would also like to thank the many agencies that have supported my research, especially Lupus Canada, the Canadian Arthritis Society, the Canadian Institutes of Health Research, the Quebec Federation of Health Research, the Canadian Arthritis Network, the National Institutes of Health, and the Lupus Foundation of America. Special thanks to McGill University Health Center Division of Rheumatology, where I depend on the support of so many wonderful people, the Division of Clinical Epidemiology, the Department of Medicine, and the Research Institution. Finally, all the research that we do in rheumatology would not be possible without the selfless involvement of patients in our work. And I would like to express my gratitude to all of these great people, especially the McGill Systemic Lupus Research Cohort, which is so generously supported by the Singer Family Fund for Lupus Research. Once again, my utmost thanks. Sincerely, Sasha Bernanke. Our next recipient is Dr. Anne Doig.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed for this. This is really an incredible honor, and I'm very, very grateful and actually quite humbled to have been chosen. And thanks as well to the people in the College of Medicine who nominated me to be selected for this award tonight. Almost 55 years ago, a little girl stood at the rail of a boat that was sailing out of Liverpool Harbor with her dad, and she was told by her daddy to wave goodbye to England. And that was our departure from England, and 2 weeks later, by train and stops at the Railway Hotel in Moose Jaw and various other adventures on the way, our introduction to our new life in Canada. My dad was a family doctor. He served the patients of Hawarden, Saskatchewan for 3 years, and then moved up to Saskatoon, where he worked until his retirement and where I joined him in practice in 1978. And I have to say that everything that I have done in my career in medicine is based on his example and based on the loyalty and the dedication, not just of my dad to his patients, but of his patients to him. So to those patients and to my father, a great thank you. There are 4 of our 6 children and 2 of their spouses here with us tonight, and so I have to tell you that it's those, well, 7 people plus 2 others that aren't here who have borne the brunt of what I may or may not have accomplished. So to you, thank you. And to the rest of you, thank you for this very great honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate Elaine Golds.
Thank you. Well, I'm exceptionally humbled to be in a group of such accomplished professionals, because what I've done only as a volunteer, and I haven't even done it in Saskatchewan. I've done it in the province of British Columbia, where I've been very involved with creating new provincial parks, protecting wetlands, pushing for more sustainable development, and protecting wild salmon habitat. But I have extremely fond memories of my time at the University of Saskatchewan. It was, after all, the early 60s, and this was the era of the Beatles, Bob Dylan, The Pill, Hootenannies. It was a time when the ground really shifted under our feet. For me, one of the most significant things that I did at the university was the simple act of buying a book in the university bookstore where we actually revisit it today. The book that I bought was Rachel Carson's Silent Spring, and she was the science writer who's really credited with starting the environmental movement in North America, and that book had a profound influence on me. It's wonderful to be back in Saskatchewan. I no longer have any family here, so I don't have enough opportunities to come back It's great to be here. During the time we were here, I think, we really kind of ignored the marvelous South Saskatchewan River flowing by the university. It's wonderful to come back and find that that area is now a highly valued ecosystem where there's trails, where people can come out and enjoy nature, and it's all managed very wisely by the Mcmanus Valley Authority. So thank you so much for this magnificent award. Thank you also for the opportunity to come back to Saskatchewan and find out that the snow still squeaks and the prairie is still absolutely magnificent. Thank you.
Our next recipient, Professor Emeritus Radi Al-Kushwaha.
My first day at the University of Saskatchewan was October 6, 1964. And the first person that I met is present here, Dr. Jerry Zorb. Came in, just the incidents, I came late in the night, didn't know where to go and so on. Somebody suggested the hotel at 23rd and 2nd Avenue corner, reached there, looked at the map. I say I can walk to the university, and lost my directions. I started walking wrong way. Finally, I reached to Dr. Jobs' office around between 10 and 11, and since then, the career at the university started. My sincere thanks to all the mentors, all the teachers, including my mother, in a small village in India, who said, if you want to get out from this place, you have to go to school. And that, ladies and gentlemen, worked. We have an obligation to these institutions. These institutions has been built by the society, so we owe to the society. Whatever fees we pay little will not buy more than a couple of chairs and desks in the university. And therefore, our obligation is much more to support those institutions. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, whatever I have been able to do for the university, I am doing it internationally, I am doing it and supporting people, telling them that education is the key for your liberation to the higher level. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I thank the Alumni Association, my nominators, and my mentors, including Dr. Zorb here, Walter Blansky in Canada, and I'm enjoying my life as much as I can and helping others. So thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate Robert Bob Mckercher.
I'm a believer in oral history, so I'm going to tell you a little story, which is not recorded in the books so far as I know. In our library, we had a mascot. This was a stuffed golden eagle, and he was a prized possession of the school. And one day, our mascot disappeared. Well, we had a pretty good intelligence service in the school, and our spies turned up the answer that either the engineers or the Agros had stolen it. So we decided that something had to be done, and lo and behold, one evening, all the furniture out of the engineers' lounge plumb disappeared. But I guess the fight was on. The SRC had called a special meeting about some great issue of the day, mid-February, 12 noon in the admin building. So we appointed a delegate. We sent our president over there to represent our interests, and on his way into the admin building, there's a milling crowd of people around there, he was kidnapped. He was dumped in the back, criminal offense, you know. He was dumped into the back of a waiting cab, transported out of the city. Turns out he was dumped in a snowbank south and west of Dundurn, that's 20 miles away. I'm told the weather wasn't too bad, but it was mid-February. So our militia, which we formed in a hurry, consulted our intelligence, and we divined the name of the cab, color of the cab, the license plate, and our people intercepted the cab coming back into Saskatoon. Well, justice was meted out to the offenders, and our president was rescued in a pub in Dundurn, brought home. There was a battle that evening. We didn't have a school, but we had 3 or 4 rooms in the north end of the men's quarters, Capel Hall. And the evening ended with one final assault by the engineers, and that was repulsed with the aid of 2 fire hoses. Now the feud was settled. We exchanged this room full of furniture for our mascot. You might have divined by now that the guy that got dumped in the snowbank was me. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate Dr. Bruce Mcmanus.
I'm very thrilled to receive this recognition from my home university, where I was taught and mentored by so many great people. All of what I have attempted to do subsequently has been a direct product of the 8 years I spent at this university. Many of my family members, and one of my family members here tonight, Colleen Rempel, one of my nieces, works actually in the alumni office, and she had nothing to do with this award. I just want to make that clear. But she works here at the University of Saskatchewan, and she and I looked just recently trying to tabulate the number of people in my family who are all prairie people from the Kindersley area have attended this university or are attending this university, and it's a huge number of people who have been affected. So I view this award really in terms of an award, really a tribute to the university. My father was a 5-year-old boy when he came to this province in 1905. We've been here from the beginning and seen the university grow and seen the effect it's had on this province. So for me, the recognition this evening is really magnified by the ways in which the U of S has made our varied lives better and stronger. So to close, believe it or not, to close my reflections, I want to say that the journey I've been on in science, medicine, and healthcare is spectacularly enjoyable. Thankfully, it's not over. It's an amazing privilege. I feel it every day. I have met and learned from so many wonderful people, including my wife, Janet, with whom I've worked for the last 30 years. All of what we do in this room is, in the final analysis, about people, people who love us and whom we love, people who teach and learn, people in need of help, people helping people, and people who make us laugh, people who challenge us to reach higher. This is the best journey ever. To the U of S and all of you, I'm deeply humbled, and I thank you very much.
Our next recipient, Chancellor Emeritus Edward Ted Turner. Accepting on behalf of Ted is his daughter, Jill.
Thank you. and I'm very pleased to be here tonight to accept this award on behalf of my father. Dad was deeply honored and humbled to be chosen for this award, and very disappointed that he couldn't be here tonight to celebrate with all the recipients. The university is very important to Dad and has been his entire life. He remembers his parents attending activities sponsored by the University of Saskatchewan Extension Division in the small community where he grew up. When he entered the university, he was a very shy and reserved individual. Now, some of you that know my dad might find that difficult to believe. One of the little-known facts about his past is that in his first year in the School of Agriculture, he almost failed a class because he was reluctant to participate in the public speaking portion of the class. He was terrified to speak in front of others and in public. But with the wonderful support of the faculty, the staff, and the students, he did emerge from the university, diploma in hand, as a confident young man. Dad was eager to return the favor to the university for what they had put into him. He wanted to put something back into the university. He actively campaigned to raise funds for the College of Agriculture and Bioresources building, and also for the First and Best campaign. What he mentioned to me about those two things, and why he wanted me to mention them tonight, is that there were so many alumni and staff of the university involved in both of those campaigns, and without that support of the alumni and staff, the campaigns would not be as successful as they were. His ultimate thrill was to be chancellor. He said to me on more than one occasion, "I've got the best job. I get to shake the hands the first time those people are alumni. They've just convocated and I get to shake their hands. They're the new alumni members and the future of the university." Dad asked me to convey his appreciation and thanks for this special recognition, and also to thank the Alumni Association leaders for giving back to the university by taking on roles in the association, all voluntary. He would also like to congratulate all the other recipients, and he's sorry again that he can't be here to celebrate with you this evening. And a special appreciation to Wendy Bates-Field, who he worked many, many hours with, and he appreciated her support all those years. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Garrett Wilson.
Thank you very much. I am deeply honored to be included among such a distinguished group. And in spite of your concern, Madam President, humbled. It's fitting for me to be here this weekend, the centennial celebration of the Sheaf. As mentioned, I had some experience there in my final year of law. The editorship fell into my lap in my final year, and that was a matter of some dismay to Dean Cronkite, who inexplicably had some modest hope for my academic success. We did have some success with the Sheaf, but it did come as an academic cost. And I apologize today to Dean Cronkite for that. But the experience I gained at the Sheaf stood me in good stead. It uncovered a modest ability to write that carried me through many activities in my professional career. And then as I turned to writing more and more as I left law, it has become very satisfying indeed. I'd like to thank very much the person who initiated my nomination, Dr. Sharon Patala, and those who supported it, and all the people here tonight who have been so kind. Thank you very much.
Two of this evening's awards are to recognize the achievements of our young alumni. Our first Young Alumni Achievement Award recipient is Natasha Haskey.
Good evening. I'm very honored to accept this award. First of all, I would like to thank Adrian Danilou, Lana Moore, and Carla Flogan, my fellow dietitian colleagues who put this nomination together. I'm also very thankful to the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association for supporting the nomination and this award. I'm very touched. First, I'm very grateful for the education I received from the University of Saskatchewan. I had the pleasure of learning from faculty that share their life passion for the field of nutrition and dietetics with their students. I do feel it is the education I received from the College of Pharmacy and Nutrition that prepared me for my dietetics career today. I'm quite proud to be a part of the nutrition faculty and have the opportunity to work with many nutrition students as we prepare them to be dietitians. Working with students that have so much energy and excitement is a constant reminder to me that I must continue to be innovative and maintain the passion for the profession. And last, I just can't wait to see what my future dietetic career will hold for me. This award will certainly be a continued source of motivation. Again, I thank you so much for this recognition.
Our other young alumni recipient is Carl Miller.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for this award and recognition tonight. It's a great honor to share this stage with all the people that came before me this evening. I'm not quite sure how I ended up here this evening, Madam President. Like most people from Saskatchewan, I've never set out to seek recognition or seek awards in what we do. I simply believe that our firm can build better projects than others, and I take great pride in the work that we do in this community. And I'm proud to be from Saskatoon. I was born and raised here, and proud that I was able to stay here and be in business. I guess it was. I would like to thank Ryan Walker for putting forward my nomination for this recognition. I really do appreciate that, and that's great to be recognized by one of your peers. Over the past couple of years, I've been fortunate enough to, in some way, give back to the University of Saskatchewan, and it was mentioned about the student residences. Our firm was chosen several years ago to build the first student residences in almost over 40 years. And today, there's 800 new students that are housed at the University of Saskatchewan. And you know, when those students were moving in, I was out there, and I take great pride in our work, and it was very fulfilling to hear the comments of the students and the parents as these students were moving in, and that's really the only recognition and the awards that I'd like to receive is from those students when they were moving in. So, again, thank you very much for having me here this evening, and thank you.
At our annual meeting in June this year, we approved honorary status for 3 individuals. And tonight, we are very excited to add these 3 people to our alumni family as honorary alumni. Our first, Wendy Field. We also welcome Dr. William, Bill, and Elizabeth Betty Albrighton. Thank you to everyone for celebrating our Alumni Association award recipients this evening. The awards are given out annually, so start thinking about nominating a U of S alumnus next year. Nominations are open all year round, so visit our alumni website for information or talk to the alumni office. So thank you all for attending.